And them said, here we go again, man. Listen, G in the building, Zabiri in the building, ends hit 4K. And we're vibing today, boy. We're vibing today. Listen, I'll let you, man, continue the conversation because
Nah,
the conversation in the back office was great still.
but I wanna bring you into it because I think it's important that the man them in the chat and the
Right.
man them in the football space
Mhm.
get this right. And when I said get this right, bro, every man that plays football look to one of the gods of football, right?
Mhm.
You look into your Messi's. Me personally, in my mind, I'm Ronaldinho, but really and truly, I was more like that Gerrard type of guy, crunching tackles, slapping them
Okay.
from deep. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying I'm a mixture of both, but if I should really like, yo, who does this guy really play like? It's Gerrard. I can put the team on the back. But in my mind, I wanted to be Ronaldinho, but I wasn't really that. I had the text, but I couldn't transfer it in games.
Right.
And it was the maddest thing, bro. So when G is telling me he was like Henri on the wings, it just dawned on me. I don't know a guy that locked up Henri. So when you're saying you could lock up a Zabiri, lock up a G, if you said you can lock up a man that idols Ronaldo,
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo, I can be like, that's possible because I've seen Lovren locked him up. The only guy I see, quote unquote, locked up Messi, didn't even lock him up. It was just Joe Hart. Just didn't concede a goal. But Messi was still cooking in the game. You see what I'm trying to say?
Listen, all I'm gonna say is I'm trying to
Dude, it's like Pokemon cards. G said he's putting down Henry.
yeah.
Your card, your lockup guy, has to have the ability to lock up Henry.
Yeah.
So who's that guy? Because I don't know him. If you can't find a guy, G
Now
with
I'm
the
trying to
braids
think,
win.
no, because even if I mention someone, it would be like, what Unreal are we talking about though? What?
No.
Unreal?
Let's not dice it up too much. We're just
No, we
talking.
have to, bro.
No.
'Cause if it's early stage on Reed, then you can lock that up. He's just bare speed in it, no end product. But if you're talking about the complete package at Arsenal on Reed, that's difficult to
We
lock
say
up.
G might have been the Henry with just the pace and the high socks.
Just bare pace, bro. No end product. Just
show him down the line and just close the
yeah, just show him down the
line. Bro, listen to what you lot are even talking about. Don't worry about all that. Don't worry about all of that. Guys in the chat, don't worry about it.
Yo, 4K stream. It's nice, Ends. I'm happy for you. Yeah. Big up yourself, bro. I'm glad I was there with your 5 subscribers, the 4K. That's all I'm saying. I was there. I was available. I wasn't free, but I was available. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't free, but I was available. I was available.
Y'all been telling Ends that from 5 subs, you know.
Bro. That is mad. Even the other day, I put it in the group. I said, "Yeah, if you're not available, if you're available but not free, bro, jump in." Big up to the chat, man. I felt like we started off with no context. They're like, "Yo, what the man them talking about?" So this came from earlier. What was talking about, from the members only chat. The man asked, "Yo, can you lock up G?" I answered saying, "Yeah, I can lock up the man them, bro. I know my game in it, and what them man they can offer." No respect, no disrespect. You man could offer what you offer, right? No problem. I knew my game. My game is I can lock up a fast man, technical man, guy that can just run all day. Lock up, bro. My ability was everything, bro. I had everything in the locker, bro. So if G wanted to do the fasting, match him for speed. I want to do the shimmy, jinky, me jinky. IQ high. Just lock that. Read that.
You said Virgil van Dijk that one season only got dribble pass once.
I would lock that down, bro. Light work. Simple
I
game, bro.
Too. I hear it, man.
Big up, man. But listen, man, Ibu saying that, he's not happy and Díaz saying they're not happy at Liverpool Football Club. So not only did we sign Kirkes today, 2 of the man them apparently are not happy because they're not getting the contract they desire and want. I've seen even a report today, man, saying Díaz is asking for 200 grand.
That's what he's asking for.
I saw a report, bro. Whether it's true or not, I don't believe it, but 200 bags is what the man is asking for. Do you know how crazy that is?
Actually, I don't. I think we already had this convo. Well, I already have the convo, but no, it's not crazy. Ends like I said, G. Big up, man. You rate yourself highly in your prime. Me as well. Ends as well.
By the way, I never said I was as good as Henri.
No. I'm not saying I didn't say that. I just said you rate yourself in your
Okay.
prime. We all. I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
saying we
yeah,
pass our
I
prime.
do.
Are you sidestepping it, bro? If you rate yourself that high, rate yourself, bro.
I don't
No.
even think I'm remotely close to that level.
Yeah, nah.
I would never say
Ends.
such a thing. Ends. You know.
Ends. You know what? And that's a perfect segue into confidence. Confidence is key. If you believe in your abilities and you're confident that given 200 bags a week, you can prove and show that you've earned that and perform consistently, then you're within your rights. It still comes down to, okay, but where are you coming from? Because you're coming from 70 bags a week, bro.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you want to go up to 100. I only have one question. Show me the tapes. Show me the proof. Show me the source of this newfound value. Don't sell me cat in a bag. Don't sell me potential. Potential is just another word for you ain't did it yet. So don't tell me when you get to 200, then you're gonna go up to 200 level. Don't tell me the only reason why you're doing what you're doing now is because you was on this money. So money unlocks you. So okay. So you want 200. You know what? If money unlocks you, I'm gonna give you 300. So you're gonna be in for Ballon d'Or. Because you know what I'll do? I'll basically write a contract just like Martial's contract, but I'll flip it. I'll say I'll pay you 200 bags for one season, and the only way you keep the 200 bags going forward is if you've earned it. So you have one season of 200 bags. And after that, you automatically extend your contract for 1 year, but you go back to the original value. That is how I'd write these man contract ends. Because think about it. It's a performance-based sports. And if you come in and you tell me 200 bags get you to perform at a certain level, I'll give you that for the year. And it's going to be in your contract. If you perform on that level, you keep 200 bags for the next 5 years, let's say. But if you fail to do so, you automatically put one more extra year and you go back to your original contract. I think that's fair.
Yeah, listen, I'd agree to do it, but whether or not these guys are gonna be on it, they'll be like, nah, man, shut up, man. I'm not gonna do anything. I'll just rather not sign nothing, stay there.
No, but then man is chatting shit. If you come to me, I didn't come to you. You come to me and tell me this is what you're worth. And I'm gonna pay you that, but then you're gonna be like, yeah, nah, I just wanted you just want to do what Simicast doing. Nah, man, I don't care about that. I just wanted my 29 games. Nah, bro, no, it doesn't work like that. You said you worth 200. I'm gonna give it to you for a season. If you proved yourself to be 200 bags, you keep it. But you only have one season to show me that. If not, matter of fact, I would even put, because bro, it's odds, right? You're telling me you're worth it, I'll give it to you. I think you're worth 100. So if you can't prove to me you're worth that, now we're just back to 100. And the fact that you failed, I'm gonna need an extra year out of you. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you believe in yourself the way all three of us believed in ourselves in our prime, I'm taking that deal. I'll jump at that, bro. I'll jump at that. Wait, all I gotta do is perform, bro. Talk about stat padding. I would have been stat padding that season, boy. I'd have just been doing the layups, the shimmy flicks, bare assists. Did you not see me get 22 assists one season? Yeah, I'd have been stat padding. Stat padding like crazy.
Now, what we gonna do then, bro? Because I know it's only early reports, and I know it could be bullshit, could be anything really. Big up to the chat, big up to Grizz. Let me know, man. We ain't seen you live in a minute, man. What's going on? People them are saying that they miss Grizz and that.
Yeah, but Grizz ain't sorting out the contracts, man. Yo, Grizz moving like Klopp, man. Nah, Grizz moving like Klopp, man.
Everyone down to their last year.
Yo, Grizz is like, I'm here for friendships, not likes and subscribes and all of that, man. Grizz is like, I'm just here for friendships, man. Big up, Grizz, man. I hope you're well, bro. Sort out the contracts, Grizz, man. Sign up the man, them. You know what I mean? Build a team, man. You're not seeing Liverpool building the team and that, bro. Sign up the man, them, Grizz, man. Get the team back together. But on a serious note, what do we do here? And listen, man, we don't want to get caught up in human trafficking and all of that stuff, man. The man them don't want to be here. We're going to put them into containers and lock them away in that, bro. Like, nah, we're just gonna have to either let them.
Analogy. Jesus Christ.
No, but I'm just saying, like, if a man don't want to be here, there's no point in icing them out, because icing them out ice out their value. And I'm gonna be honest. I saw the chat and I heard some rumblings from the internet that more people are starting to lean towards Konaté's deficiencies rather than his actual attributes and the things that he offers us, which is fair. It's I mean, it is what it is. If you're performing and you're good and you're part of the team, we're gonna hold you down. You start acting like you not want to be a part of the team, we're not obligated to big you up anymore. It's not a disrespect, but bro, now we're gonna let people know about you. We've kept your secrets. We swept some things underneath the rug for you because you're part of the team. You want to go out there and act a fool, then we might have to let people know what you was really on. Pull up the tapes.
I have seen, though, it has gotten worse, though. I know, G, you mentioned it over there. We was laughing about it and stuff. You're like, yo, man, them saying that he's that good. But, bro, it's gone left a little bit, Like, man, them are like, yo, get this guy out of here. Like, what? Wait.
G, could you?
Why are we getting?
G, I don't want to trigger you, but I want you to elaborate on a
crazy
point you're making, because you remember when we and G was talking, he was talking about us putting him on a pedestal. G, I don't think it's been a week yet. The man them burned the pedestal,
bro.
It's actually crazy.
You would think, that this was just like some any guy, like, I mean, where you're not really bothered if bro, even I'm not saying, bro, sell Ibu. I'm like, I'd rather he just run the contract down. Like, as in, I'd rather just keep him here than trying to find someone else to fill that position. And now we're trying to do up. Bro, just listen. Liverpool, all fans are funny, to be fair. And obviously we are Liverpool fans, so obviously we see it more. But bro, it's very saying you burned the pedestal, bro. You've burned everything. Like, I'm seeing people online saying, you know what, he's not all that anyway. So if we can let him go, Mark Gay or someone else can come in and straight away. So I'm like, rah, like, it took you that long for you to just straight away he can go, and it's not even a big deal. Like, this is supposed to be one of the best centre backs in the world. This is supposed to be one of the best partners that Virgil van Dijk's ever had in his career. Like, surely a bit more respect. But hey, maybe Dr. EQ's right. Maybe it's just a coping mechanism that, people are using for these players. But nah, man, Ibu got to stay. And if sign a new deal, don't sign a new deal, probably maybe they can work something out in the next few months. I just don't feel like you're going to get, unless someone's going to come in with crazy money now, I'd rather just keep him for the season and then just kind of regroup that area next season. Simple. I'm not really bothered about him staying or going, to be honest.
Nah, for me, like, I can't let him go at all, bro. I know there's other guys,
but you know what I mean?
There's other guys out there. I'm sure that people can give you like a list of 10, 10 names where they can go there and go, he'll be better if he comes in. Nah, bro. Nah, I'm not on that. I can't be bothered with all that. He works. It works in our team. Let's build it. Let's not start tearing down bricks because we're getting excited with the new roof, the new sofa, the new TV, the new car outside. So we go, let's neglect the plumbing then. Nah, stuff will start breaking down in the yard, bro. Stuff will start going left. So let's not do that, man. Give the guy what he wants, pay him what he wants, and let's be happy in it moving forward. And with the Díaz one, that one's crazy as well. They're saying that it's a Colombian reporter saying that, he's unhappy now because Liverpool promised him something and gone back on it again. And before they promised him something and then they went back on it before. We can't keep doing that. Whether it's true or not, I don't know, innit? Maybe Díaz's camp is kicking up a fuss because Liverpool's decided to kind of chill with contract negotiations because we're trying to build the squad. You still got 2 years left on your deal, big man. Just relax for a minute. Let's go and make sure the squad is ready, and then we'll come to you. Doesn't mean you're less important, but in priorities right now, you're not on the top of the list. The top of the list is get rid of the deadwood, get in a striker, get in another centre back, and then we'll look after the man then. That's what we need to do, bro.
When we were chopping up Salah's little funny tweet about Sabazalai. I don't even remember if it was on stream or off stream, right? I never thought to think of all the players there that didn't earn their stay and their shirt. But I'm gonna be honest. If you pull up all the number 7s and all the big 6 teams, including Liverpool, I feel like Díaz will be at the bottom of the list as far as who really earned the shirt. Number 7 is a bad boy number, you know. Are we saying Díaz is that bad boy?
He is, man. He's done. Nah, you gotta say something, G. Don't leave it hanging like that, bro.
Bro, if you're saying is he a bad boy, then the answer is no. He's not even remotely.
That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm actually saying.
Yeah. See?
So he might feel like he didn't earn the shirt. And what if he's uncomfortable because the 2 shirts we offer Words is 7 or 8? We literally tell Words, it's your choice. Pick. I'm just going off the Sabazalai comment that Salah put in there, where it's like, yo, shirt number 8. What if the club was like, yo, these are the shirt we're willing to give you, and one of them was Díaz's shirt? Could that be the source of his frustration? Because getting your shirt taken off you, bro, that ain't no small feat.
No one could ever take my shirt. I'd leave the club.
I'm just trying to show you.
Ego can't handle that. Take my shirt, bro. No, my ego couldn't handle that.
Bro, no Díaz news really kicked up to Words sign, bro. And we don't know what number Words is getting yet. Did we know his number yet?
Nah, no one knows yet. I think they're probably just waiting to
Bro, no, they're waiting to see which number Words willing to take. Whether it's I'm putting 8 based off Salah's comment, a little funny comment there, because I don't think Sabazalai earned the 8 either. But I never thought about Díaz, bro. But now that I'm thinking about it, Díaz hasn't really earned that 7.
You know what's mad about numbers, yeah? Obviously, I don't know what players think about like numbers, and you know these men are not like icons like Cristiano Ronaldo. He can only wear 7. Messi can only wear 10, kind of thing. So obviously, but that's obviously tied to their business and you know.
But a man taking your number off
that's
your back,
deep, bro. Yeah, that's deep, man.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I was gonna say. Like you know, like if Messi came, if Ronaldo came here as an example, he would be number 7, and you wouldn't say anything about it because his brand is CR7. Whereas like Verts isn't that type of player where you're like, yeah, he needs to be this number right now because that's his brand or whatever, right? He's creating the brand now that he's come to Liverpool onto a bigger platform than Leverkusen and stuff like that, right? So he can create whatever number he wants to be. So imagine you're saying, yeah, like Szoboszlai, you take like I don't know, like he might not care. He might fully not even care at all. But in my head, I'm thinking, now you can't just take my number 8. Bro, you could be number 27 for all I care. Like you can't just come in and take number 8 and then expect me to just be like, yeah, no worries. It's okay. Like, nah, that's I mean. But like I said, I'm not trying to make it a big thing. Players might not even care. It might not even be that deep. But yeah, I don't know.
I was trying to look for a tier maker table, yeah. Then I just saw, there's one someone's put up called Liverpool ITKs. Someone made a tier maker of the ITKs, the in the know guys.
That's true.
Do you know how mad that is? I'm trying to I clicked off of it, but I'm gonna go see if I can find it again because I would love to see who was in it. I should have just clicked on it.
See, ends just there, like,
Nah, I'm not an ITK. I'm not in. I haven't made. Yeah, so Zabir, that these are the guys that's online spreading transfer news and that. ITK guys.
Nah, I'm trying to look at the number 7 shirt with Díaz, bro. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. His best goal scoring season was last year, and it's 17 in all comps with 5 assists. He's never topped 5 assists, bro. You see what I'm saying? His best assist season is always just 5. Last season and the one before was 5, bro.
Oh, was it 5 the season before as well?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, and he played 50 games, bro.
He's definitely not.
He played 50 games he played 51 the season before, but last season it's 50 games, 17 goals, 5 assists. He's not even scratching a contribution every 2 games. He's just under every 2 games if you go into the decimals and the points and that. But what I'm trying to say, that's not really a bad boy energy. So yeah, your shirt number might be up for grabs. It just might be. Sabazalai is probably worse though. You know what I mean? I can look at Sabazalai, but I'm just trying to show you, man, that when I hear Díaz is upset, the only thing I can think of is the shirt number, bro. Because man just woke up and got upset.
Nah, because I think he wants to get the contract in it, but the club ain't trying to secure the future, especially now with Nico Williams probably going to Barcelona. It looks likely now. So Díaz can't go to the team he would have probably appreciated going to. So where does he go now? He has to stay here.
Yeah, stay here with a different kit number, bro. Bro, in one contract, you've changed your shirt 3 times. One of them was just the generic number you got when you came in. Then you pick up a bad boy number. Then the man them take the bad boy number off you. Bro, that's like being on the bench, get promoted to first team, and then going back to the bench. That's tough to wrap your head around, bro. I'm just keeping it above.
Who would you rather lose out the 2?
That's a question. Yeah. That is a question. And I'm gonna be honest, Enz, I think in the grand scheme of things, based on how quick G answered that, I think Díaz also knows the answer. And that's very telling. No, you see why man's frustrating, Enz. Yo, Enz, deep what I'm saying. I'm not always right. I don't care about being right now. If you go around the world, I'm not doing the Steve Harvey, you ask 100 Liverpool fan or 100 football fan or 100 people. No, bro, you go around the world and you ask which of the 2 numbers. Matter of fact, Enz, run that poll. If one of these men had to lose a number for words, who would it be? I'm telling you right now, I can't see a man voting for Sabazalai. Unless they're Colombian and they already bought the 7 shirt.
I'm going to put the first one on the poll. I'm going to put, who would you rather lose?
I think obviously it's contextual as well, and it's a bit like, unfortunately, Díaz is 28. Like, he's got 2 years left of his deal. Like, the reality is, you could there are many wingers out there I reckon you could sign. I don't feel like it would, really make that much difference to Liverpool whether he stayed or went. Unfortunately, to be honest, Zabiri said it perfectly about the whole Konaté thing in the other stream when we're talking about when they come in, you know what I mean? You can give them the dibby-dabby wages, but now you're not trying to go from, what's he on? 50, 60 bags or whatever it is a week.
Yeah.
So now he's probably, I don't know what he's asking for. I'm going to guess close to 200-ish. I'm going to guess. I really don't know. So if he's asking for that, you're like, yeah, but nah, maybe we don't give you that right now. Maybe you should have tried to negotiate that maybe earlier. Unfortunate for him, got injured. Dad got kidnapped. That's not contract time, unfortunately for you. Do you get what I mean? Like, those would have been perfect times, you know what I mean, to sort out a contract negotiation. Remember, his dad got kidnapped 2 seasons ago. So that would have been perfect for him to, can I get a new deal now? Like, can we up the, the price a bit? Unfortunately, all of that stuff happened. But we just got to let him go, man. Like, honestly, Díaz is not the one that you're going to cry about, like, if he goes, like, it's not that deep, trust.
I was thinking that, G, because even I was like, I don't want to lose Díaz, but I'm like, if I had to choose one, I'm choosing Konaté. I'm choosing Konaté to stay. Díaz could go.
That's what I'm saying. Because obviously the centre back situation is more peak. Like, who's there? Like, who's there for you to really?
That says enough, That's crazy, bro. That says enough.
And you said this about Tsimikas, and I see you giggling it up with Cal, and you man was rattling me, bro. Nah, bro, these man was giggling about, man, just good playing his 29 games and blah 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 blah. Bro, having a Díaz saying that would have showed you the levels we're at. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
Bro, you don't want these men that's just really sticking out, talking about I'm unhappy, I'm out. Bro, what kind of energy is that? You have no fight. You don't back yourself to hold down the 7 shirt. You don't back yourself to take Gakpo's place.
No, but he's not arguing that case though. Right now, I don't feel like he's arguing.
But we don't really know, G. We're only speculating unless you do know what his argument is, because we don't know. So we're just trying to rule out some options.
But like he's asking for a new. Okay, so what we do know is that he wanted a new contract, and I'm sure if Liverpool offered him the exact contract he wants, I reckon he will sign, and he'll be more than happy to stay here for the next however long years, right? So obviously we're not trying to hit those type of numbers. He's probably asking. That's all I can gauge really right now is that you would have signed a new deal by now.
All right, I got a curveball. I got a curveball for you, G. When we talk about contract, I don't like when we only put it to the weekly wages, because when Genie was going for his contract, I think it was more than the weekly wages that was the issue. It was like whatever comps was put in there, like bonuses or guarantees. Like I joke about Salah having a no sub clause in his contract.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's the case, but when I think about contracts now, that's how I think of it. Like, all right, I don't think the player is hanging up on weekly wages. I think that's too basic. The contract has to come with some other things. And maybe there's a one line in there where the club is like not interested in that, and the player is like not negotiable. So I put the shirt number in there. So let's say him wanting to keep the 7 shirt is a guarantee. He probably would only want to play in the position he prefers. Let's say it's off the left. Maybe he sees himself as fighting too hard for that, and he maybe wants some more guarantees that the club and the manager, it's not really in their best interest to be guaranteeing that stuff. So I want to move it beyond weekly wage. What are some things you think a player might want?
His position. He has to play. He has to be the number 1 left winger. Don't want to be sharing no minutes with Cody Gakpo and that. Cody has to go and play through the middle or something. But I need, because he was getting used like left winger, right winger, false 9 throughout last season. He's probably going, nah, bro. I want to play on the left.
Right back one game.
Yeah.
Yo, when I saw that, I was like, rah.
Yeah, so
you think position?
I think
nailed it.
I have to be the main,
because Salah got the no left side thing in his contract. Clearly.
He's got no one's getting signed in my position. He's definitely got that.
I think he got not playing on the left in his contract. I've never seen him over on the left.
We signed Chiesa because Chiesa could play multiple positions. Yeah, he could play through the middle, left or right. When was the last time we actually bought an out-and-out right winger?
I thought Elliott was that, but he got demoted to right-sided 8.
He got right-sided 8-10. That's what he got demoted to. Frimpong, even though he can play there, we bought him as right back, bro. That's what we bought him for. When was the last time we actually bought a right winger, bro? He's definitely got that.
So you're saying Díaz? I'm putting shirt number in there.
No one can't take my shirt number. But remember, he didn't have it before, though. He had to earn it. And
I don't think he earned it. Milner just left and it became available.
And then they just gave it to him. They were like, you might go hold the 7 shirt.
So he didn't really earn the shirt.
I don't know. I think that's probably, we're going to take it away from like the money side. I think position. He has to be the nailed on left winger. I'm not sharing my minutes with Cody.
Because he can't put goals clause in there. He ain't striking them like that. It ain't assist clause. It ain't in there. Ballon d'Or clause definitely ain't in there. You see what I'm saying?
All right.
So he has to be secure in his place, which is position. Guarantee start left winger. Salah, guarantee start right winger. So he's probably trying to negotiate that guarantee start left wing. Because he know he's up for demotion. Because I heard some man say Words can play off the left. When I heard that, I was like, rah.
Yeah. And I even seen some lineup builds with like Verts as a left winger, bro. I was like, wait, where's Cody and Díaz? They just dropped them out. They said, nah, Fleury Verts is playing left side.
Yo, big up everyone in the chat. Maverick, nah, I'm not trying to reinvent anything. I'm just saying when we talk about players' contract, we always focus on just the weekly wages. I already know it's incentivized, but what new incentives do you think Díaz is renegotiating? Take part, man. Tell me what you think he's trying to get put in there. We don't know. We're just speculating. We're just fans, my guy. So I'm not trying to, beat a dead horse or reinvent anything. We're just speculating because, bro, he just woke up and is upset. He got 2 years left on his contract. Technically, we can ice him out for 2 years. Now, man's leaving Liverpool. He's 30 with no minutes in his legs. That's what you call ice out. We can literally ice him out.
Yeah, that's mad. And not
So
only
I'm trying to figure out what does he need to perform. He can't come and tell me 200. He don't have 200 numbers. So what's in his contract now that's just so irritating? He can't go another season without getting it out of there.
Bar the money.
Yeah, like Simicast says, I'm good off 29 games. What's in my contract? Loving it. Yo, so that's why that ends, and that's why I was offended because that's the type of mindset you need, bro. You need people, not necessarily content.
Yeah,
but you need people to understand, like, yo, when my agent went in the room and did his thug dizzle, he made sure I got what I needed. You know what I'm trying to say? And Simicast is like, right, 29 games a season. Yeah, I can go play 45 somewhere else. But what's in my contract at Anfield? And 29 games, that's all I dream about. Díaz wake up and go, I get 50 games every season. He played 51 the season before. He played 50 last season. Can't be game time ends. You see what I'm trying to say?
Nah, I'm hearing it. Big up to promo. Díaz is was that Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z fight, you send him first to tidy up.
We saying Yamster and that.
Man said, I know you're not gonna win, but I need you in there to just put in
just
some
exhaust him a little bit. Yeah, take him off 100%. You know.
So you're fighting them at like 95 now. Like it's still mad, but it's 95.
Yeah, at least a couple of percentages down on the health.
That's deep.
Nah, Scraps, you're right though. The money he agreed to as well. Nah, I see it, bro. He did agree to the money. It's not like we forced him into signing in that first deal. But yeah, I think so. Like even when Troy Deeney said about, he's just like, what else can I put in there? And he was asking his brethren. I remember the podcast was jokes because man said it was like they were offering him anything to keep him, and he's turned around and said, "Oh, what else can we throw in there?" And he was like, "Yeah, I want that hump in the car park. I need that move still." And they moved it. Man. They got rid of the hump in the car.
They would, didn't it? Like when it's your star player, like. But that's why Díaz doesn't. It's unfortunate, isn't it? Like Díaz isn't one of those players. Like he's not that person in it in terms of profile. Like he hasn't got a big enough profile in terms of around Europe. He's not that type of player. He's 28 years of age. You're in a team already that has Salah, has Virgil van Dijk, has Alisson. So you got like all timers in your team, and you're not even like it's difficult for you to like to really be asking for too much money. Like you're not out of a. I don't know, like it's just you're not of a certain level. And by the way, you don't need to be. I'm just saying in terms of him trying to demand, certain things. But unfortunately, we're not Newcastle or we're in Aston Villa where we could probably offer you that because you'd probably be our best player, if not top 2 player in the team. Here, you're not you're scratching top 5 if we're being kind, kind of thing. So
he could just want a couple more visas for the rest of the fam, bro. And we're just like, yo, we're limited, man. 2 visas per month. You know what I mean? You could just want some more visa for the fams, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Got that one cousin back home. It was like, yo, I'm gonna try to put that in my contract so they get you on the visa. No, like ends. I'm not trying to put you out there, but we all immigrants, man. We all move from one place to another. We know not everyone is privileged to get the visas in that, bro. You see how America's moving right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
So maybe he's like, because those things, remember, man, we go to work for our families. You know what I mean? And like my conversation in the back office, man, it's you're put in a position sometime where you can negotiate those things, like Troy Deeney getting the humper move in that. My man's like, yo, I appreciate the support with my pops in that, but yo, my little brother's still back there, or so it could be one of those things. But as a club, we can only carry the off the pitch fight so far. So as a club, we're probably like, yo, we'll entertain you on the pitch, bro, but you're talking about off the pitch stuff. That doesn't do anything for Liverpool. It'll be good for mentally, but we can't move the Colombian favela, whatever they call it over there. We can't move that to Liverpool, bro. What is man asking for? A mural?
He can't be getting one. Yeah, he's not ready for those things yet. Honestly, asked a good question. It says, question: if we lose Diaz and Cody, and we get Anthony Gordon and Malik Fofana, would you man think that's good enough to win the Prem?
I think it's exactly the same chances that I would give the team now.
Nah, G, don't do that. Don't do that, G. Nah.
I'm gonna be honest.
I don't feel like it.
You don't think that you think Malik and okay. As a player, I think Malik Fofana is a baller, right?
I don't know if they can give them
like that. No, I don't know if they can give that.
No. Forget the output. The output is the output, in it. Like I don't unless these men are gonna have some Rafinha type season. If they do, then obviously that's calm. But their output is okay at best, right? So I'm like, your output is cool, it's blessed, but you're not really you're like purple patch players, in it. So if I can just get the same purple patch from a Gordon and a Malik Fofana, like it's not gonna change the destiny of what I think the team's gonna do. You feel me? Like I'm not gonna be like, rah, I thought Liverpool would win the league with Diaz and Gakpo, and now you've added these two instead. Now we've dropped her. I think we'll finish second. I probably still think we're gonna win the league. They're not the players that I would look at to be like, oh my god, like that's where Liverpool fucked up. Like that's not the area, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, I feel like. Wait, I just saw that. Wait, LK, big up yourself. I was just thinking that you see player profile. We tend to overlook it on the international scale. Like Diaz is him for Colombia. I would say Gakpo is him for his country as well. You know, I rate Gakpo highly. Gordon isn't necessarily him. So when you're making your switches and your replacement, it doesn't have to be like the same mold, but it have to have a similar effect. Gordon, for me, I've never seen Gordon cook a man and went, ooh. Bro, Diaz will cook a man all game and get no goal and no assist. But you see the moments he was cooking, that's what the game is about. You see what I'm trying to say? Gordon, for me, I think he's at his level. I don't think a Gordon go to City and cook. I think a Gordon go to City and just peter out like Grealish. I feel like a Gordon goes to Arsenal and just end up like Martinelli. Probably have one good season or one couple good moments clustered up in a season, and we'll be like, rah, one season wonder. For Diaz, bro, like I said, the context of him, he's never had like a real run-in. And I think his first real run-in was last season when he's trying to come back to it. And the season before. Like the season before, it was him trying to come back to that rhythm. And then last season, then it's a new manager. Mm-hmm. So the season of him coming back was on the club. Then the new manager hit. So he still really haven't hit the ground running. You see what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So I'll cut him some slack there. But that's not really the time to negotiate. 2 good seasons under the manager. You put up what? 17 goals, all comps, 5 assists, all comps. You run the second season under the manager. You're hitting the second season, G, and then you're hitting like 25 goals, all comps, 15 assists. It's like, okay, we see something there now. You see what I'm trying to say? So I don't think, I think the Diaz one is a little bit haphazard, man. And that's why I'm jokingly mentioning like the shirt and the other things that might be in the contract. Because, bro, you don't really have any quarrels. Like the fans adore you. You see what I'm saying? The club appreciates you, bro. We gave you that 7th shirt right off Milner's back. That shirt never sit for a season. The shirt never sit for, bro. Milner left at the end of the season. You got the shirt at the beginning of the next season. That shirt never really sat. We rate you, my guy. So I think Diaz might be overrating himself. But then again, he's the guy for Colombia, so it's within his rights. Because when you're the guy for Colombia and you ain't hitting 100 bags, and then some meaty guy who's not even a guy for their country is sitting on 150. I can see how that might rub you wrong in that, but you signed the deal, man. You signed the deal.
You know what's mad, Zabiri, yeah? You know what I think about? Like we'll talk about our attack, right? Now I'm not saying you specifically, like, or whatever, but we in general, we will talk about the team and the attack. We'll cuss the attack we will pick the faults of the attack, but this is still an attack that scores goals anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, as much as we've cussed them over time, whether it's Salah, whether it's Nunez, whether it's Jota, Diaz, Gakpo, at points in the season, people will have had their say on all of these players, right? But this is still an attack that scores goals. That's why when the question before asked about would you swap or would you take Anthony Gordon and Malik Fofana, I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like you're not downgrading them with like players who are like so bad where you just think, man, this isn't even like, you can't even get close to like any kind of level. These are still good enough players, right? And the team are set up in a way that the attack would still eat regardless. Now, obviously, that changes with personnel. If you had Mbappe or Vinicius, yes, I understand. They probably would score more goals than your average player. But in general, I feel like these numbers will kind of roughly stay the same. So when you're right, when you say about, yeah, for Colombia, he's the guy. He honestly, he is the Messi of Colombia. Like, that's the holy grail over there. No, that's totally understandable. Gordon, as Jabiri said, isn't the guy for England at all. Is not the guy for Newcastle either because they've got Isak. So you're just kind of secondary, you know, even in that regards. So I get it from that perspective, but overall, I'll be honest, guys, like, we're not talking about all-timer players like right now. We're talking about a decent winger who you would keep if he was calm staying on the wages. But the second people are saying he might want this amount, nah, sell him. That tells me straight off the rip, bruv, you don't really rate him like that anyway. Because if you did, you wouldn't care about whether or not, like, oh, he wants this amount. Bro, if it was Vinicius at the age of 28 and he wasn't, bro, you'll be like, bro, we need to get that sorted. Salah at the age of 32. Man was saying, bro, pay him anything he wants at the age of 32. That's what I'm saying.
Not
like,
fair.
No,
that's not fair. Yo, when you brought the Salah, you brought the Salah one, bro, man said I'm 32-year man. We're saying get it done. Diaz at 28, man is like.
But exactly, but man, they're kissing their teeth. And I'm not saying you have to be of the Salah level, but the fact that nobody is like really like, oh, we should just get him signed at more or less kind of whatever it is that he's looking for. I'm like, guys, we always do this here when we have football conversations. You seem to give your answers without actually knowing you've given your answer. You're saying it without saying it. You really don't care if he does go, but it sounds bad as a fan if you say, I want this guy to leave and bro, just be honest, man. Like, he's okay. If you got someone else, you wouldn't cry about it if Diaz left. He's got a cool song though, so maybe the songs might be a bit peak now, but in general, it's not really all of that. It's really not that deep, man. Trust and believe. Enz just said it there earlier on. If you had a choice between Konaté and Díaz, bro, Díaz, you're gonna have to kick rocks, you know. But I'm telling you, you don't care. I promise you don't care.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to. Okay, yeah, I'd have to give him up, man. Liz asked, who should I put on an Adidas shirt?
Yeah, run it.
Yo, sign me up.
Oh, who should I put him up? Who said?
Yeah, Liz, sign me up, and yeah, we'll wear the matching shirts together. I'm telling you right now, you can't go wrong with McAllister. You can't.
It feels boring, you know. Them
no, Ends, don't do that. Oh, married, settled with the kids. Now you don't go to party anymore. I'm just saying. I feel like she's asking for a safe option. I don't think she's asking for, yo, give me the statement name. I think she was like, yo, calm name for the first Adidas shirt. Well,
you gotta put the Adidas.
Can't go wrong with. I mean, you can go with words in that, but the thing with me and words here, I'm gonna get the words kit, but I just want you men to know I can't get it until his first season. I'm not saying I don't trust him.
No,
I just know Werner and I just know Kai Havertz. Both came to the Prem when they were cooking. I'm not saying it. No, I'm not saying it. I'm not giving my answer like G said without knowing the answer. And I'm not doing it. All I'm saying is, with words, I'm waiting till the end of the season before I buy that shirt. That's all I'm saying. So if you don't have to be like me, I think a calm name to put on a Liverpool shirt and a name that people will respect when you step out with that is McAllister. Unsung hero, man. I don't feel like he get the right amount of love, and that's why
you don't think he's world class or a good player. So
no, McAllister is world class. Man won the World Cup. What are you talking, bro? That's not up for debate. Man won a trophy every season since he been at Liverpool. What are you talking about, bro? Listen. If you want a bold shirt name to put on there, for me, I'll go Endo Wataru.
Nah, G said them man they're wash, bro. Man, can't be putting them man.
Yeah, that shows loyalty. But I think number 10 McAllister shirt, man. You get bare ratings for that, man. Like no one is disrespecting McAllister. You go find that person and let me talk to him real quick.
Nah, man, I'm waiting for what number.
You can also get a Salah shirt, man. Salah, you can't go wrong.
Nah,
legend.
I'm doing that.
That's a legendary shirt, bro.
Nah.
What?
If there's a number,
why is the energy so different? Like,
yo, nah. Listen.
That's what we got.
Listen, we don't really retire numbers in football. We just pass the torch in that. I hear it, right? I hear that. If there was ever a number to retire from the Klopp era till now, which number would that have been?
11.
The Salah number.
Yeah, bro.
No, we ain't retiring no 11, bro. Next man can hold that.
But then there is no number then. If you can't retire that number, you can't. You know what? Slightly, it would be Trent. It would have to be like 66.
Hey, no, we ain't really. No one wants that, bro. So why would we retire it? It's not like a number. Someone's gonna be like, "Oh my days."
No, but it's the safe number 2 retire. It's a safe number 2 retire.
I don't think Liverpool care like that, bro. If you not, bro, I saw Nat Phillips here get a better farewell message than Trent did, bro.
All right, listen,
No, bro, I'm looking, guys.
I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
No, I've seen 2 players leave since that moment, yeah, and I've seen like, oh, amazing video gets.
But none of the, but they didn't get.
Just
no video.
Hear what I'm saying? No, this is what I'm saying. The number would not be retired. They don't even care. I've seen 2 players leave the football club. Do me a favor, if you got Instagram, G, go on Liverpool's Instagram page, go and check Nat Phillips, and then Trent's one. Trent was, Trent is about to leave Liverpool Football Club. And then that's it. Some boring ass message, and that's it. Nothing else. Nat Phillips got replay against AC Milan with the turn. I see the video they put up. Proper farewell message. Put him in there with loads of different pictures of him as well. And I'm like,
but he was worth it though. He was worth it.
Video to say he was bouncing though. That man didn't get no video.
They just did that because he wanted to tell the fans, innit? Like,
this is what I'm saying. Like, is in he got to say his goodbye. Even if you don't agree with it, he got to say goodbye. Remember Nat Phillips, bro? People, you didn't even remember he was still here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you forget that. Oh, right, Nat Phillips still a part of Liverpool. That man have to get the flowers, and obviously you wouldn't disrespect them on their way out, kind of thing, because it's like, listen, you had a time. You know what I mean? You don't want to be rude and disrespectful to those kind of players, man. You know what I mean? Just got to ease up on Trent, man. But he's gone now. He's gone.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just telling you facts, bro. I weren't trying to get onto him.
No, it sounded like you was trying to, but it's fine. I'm not here to.
Trent, bro. Van Trent, he's the up right now, bro. Big up.
No. Hopefully he does well in his new club, and you know what I mean. Move forward in that.
Hopefully, no, bro. We don't want that. Being Barca fans, they want them to.
I never said they should win. I just said I hope he does well. He can do well and not win.
I hope he gets ripped apart in that league defensively.
I actually hope he doesn't. I like, just to keep people like yourselves quiet. I hope that he does.
Do you know how bad I see the PR machine? The man didn't even get the assist. They bigged him up as if he got the assist. Man said outrageous pass, amazing. He squared a 5-yard pass to a midfielder.
Ends. We're not going to do that, because when he was doing that for Liverpool.
I never rated that. I never said that as a great pass. You've never heard me say a 5-yard pass.
No. I'm not saying you specifically. When he was playing for Liverpool, the basic stuff we just got to take the
because but we're having a conversation, not the outside world. We are having a conversation. That is bullshit. BS.
Yeah, it's BS, but listen, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, there's nothing more we can do, bro. Like,
Dustin, it was a good pass. All right, Dustin, can't have a football conversation. If you're telling me someone completing a 5-yard pass to someone that's free is a good pass, that means you should respect Sobo, man. At least he completes them from time to time. You should be like, yo, every time Sobo completes a 5-yard pass.
What pass are you talking about? Which one is it? The one that the
one that who scored it in the end? It was their last one of their last.
he passed it to someone, and then they did like a layoff to someone who was running.
That layoff was cold, bro. Right way into the space.
No, but then both passes would then be deemed.
No. But there's okay, but you're talking about a pass coming in. You have to then put the weight on it, and you're setting your guy on the overlap with the right precision. All you're doing is passing it to the guy on the inside of you.
No, but
that
it wasn't
don't
just
really take a lot.
No, but
G, how bad it is? No, G, how bad it is? I have got players I train. That's 13. They've looked. I can show them. They'll be like, yeah, that's simple, minor.
No, they say it's simple until you get on a big pitch.
No, but I've seen them in the game and they do it as well, and they don't get overgassed.
No, but you know, we've seen man run down the wing and try to make that pass and slice it out for a goal kick.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, we've seen that too. Now we've seen that too. You know what I mean? And that man is you bigged up as world class and potentially.
What man have I've seen do that and I've bigged up and said world class? Name him.
Bro, Díaz does that all the time. Even Nunes does that. Yeah, bro. Díaz be running full gas by the time he gets to make the square, bro. Lift it over there, bro.
Nah, his square is always rubbish. Like he always passes it, like it always hits a defender or it's too far forward.
Bro, Díaz never made a pass after a good dribble. We're like, rah, dope. Nah, man.
I've seen Nunes cut the team open with a mad pass, bro, but you don't see man gassing it. Remember that through ball he gave Salah not last season, the season before. Like he just played some mad through ball. Oh, the volley. Remember that volley he played out to Salah? I know you man remember that one. On the swivel, turn and hit a half volley out wide to Salah.
It's Nunes, bro. So we don't know if he meant it or was that just like a freak of nature. Like, you know, bro, I've done things on a football pitch where I didn't mean it, but it looked cool though. Like you would have been like, Raj, how do you do that? Bro, it just happened.
I'm just not big enough a 5-yard pass on the inside to a free man.
You know what I realize then? You don't big up any pass, you know. I remember when KDB used to hit them Díaz, you're like, nah, man's just sitting in space. That's easy. I'm like, all right.
Saying how good.
Nah, because you know what's crazy, Jens? The tapes is there. And that's why I asked you the question earlier. Do some men switch up when they get the numbers with the subs? Because here's what's crazy. When you had 5 subs, and me and you was talking about Curtis, and I was like, yeah, but he ain't got the range of pass. You're telling me about, man, 5-yard pass completions and that.
No, I told you that his passing is good, bro. You just didn't see a pass that you wanted to see, and I was like,
but the passing that you're talking about, it's good. Curtis does bare 5-yard passes.
But Zabir, you were asking for a certain
pass. Have you ever seen Curtis open up a team with a pass? You're like,
Zabir, you were asking for a certain pass. Yeah, we have seen it. The one he gave to Díaz when he scored last season in the Champions League against Leverkusen. You don't remember that one when Díaz dinked the keeper? That was a really good pass.
How many yards?
Split the defense. Go and watch it back.
How many yards was it? Nah, but how many yards?
I don't know. It weren't 5. It was more than 5. I'll tell you that, man. It's more than 5.
All right, 7-yard pass. All right, safe. We'll take that.
But you were asking for a certain level of pass, or you wanted a long ball to give him extra ratings or rate him even more. I'm saying his game doesn't require that.
Yeah, but in the moment, the pass, the 5-yard pass,
I wish I could
that's what was needed, though.
Curtis' pass last season to Díaz was outrageous, bro. That's what you should be getting excited about. Not a simple little set inside the guy. Yeah, bro. The way that
he's done way better passes. Like we know.
No, I know, G. No, but G, they tailored it. Even I thought he was an assist. I was like, I watched this game. He weren't an assist, but they did it as who done it, bro? Was it TNT? One of them, man.
Yo, I ain't going front. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. If Díaz didn't kick up the fuss and had 20+ goals and 15 assists, all of next season, that was gonna be the shirt I would have bought. You know.
What Díaz?
Yeah, but I got the Trent kit. Trent ain't here. I got the Konaté kit. Man's unsettled. It's not looking good for the names I'm putting on the kits, man. So I think I'm gonna lay off putting names on kits right now, man.
You might as well put Díaz on the kit.
You know, I was contemplating Salah and Mane, right? And funny enough, man, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go Mane. Bro, Mane left that window. So I didn't end up getting the Mane kit.
Get the Díaz one. I think it will look nice. Díaz 7. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll look good.
We don't trust if he's gonna keep his number though. That's the only problem.
Yeah, I don't want. Yeah, let's see how the first season go, man.
Actually, hold on, wasn't it? No, it wasn't Liverpool. Who was the player who they ended up changing their number, and he offered a refund to everybody who got their, like, they would have say, I don't know,
One of our players, isn't it? Because they changed the number during the season.
It was, isn't it?
Like,
Yeah, it was, isn't it? It was, yeah. And I
it
remember
might have been
getting
a few players, man. I feel like 2 players changed their number because they got. Was it Gomez? Did Gomez change his number?
Nah, like, it was
2
like
or
a. It might have been Díaz, I feel like it probably was Díaz, slightly.
And they offered everyone a thing because Díaz now got the number 7.
Yeah. So,
or you could come in and swap out the shirt to get the.
I think it was you get a free change of number just because obviously if you put number 7 and then you find out, like Donny's actually number whatever kind of thing. Was it Nunes?
Oh, man, I'm saying was Nunes, right?
Okay, it was Nunes. It was someone.
Oh yeah, he got the number 9 in it on box the 9 and that. It was like, oh yeah, come in, change the 27, get a 9.
Someone will know. I just remember them talking about you had to go through like the website and all of that if you'd already bought the kit and stuff like that. But listen, man, Díaz is Díaz. Like I said, I don't think we will miss him in that kind of sense. Like I said, decent winger. If he was happy with the role that he was getting, I'll be calm with that. But you guys saying it there, like, you know what I mean? He might not want to fight with Gakpo, and Gakpo's not exactly pulling up trees either. So it's not like you're like, oh my days, like I'm playing up against Salah or I'm playing up against Virgil, so I understand why I'm sitting on the bench. Brother, I'm playing against a guy that I think I'm better than. And Gakpo, by the way, might also think the same thing. He might think, I'm better than my man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Gakpo kind of offer, I don't want to say a lot more, because if I go down the a lot more route, I think they both offer a lot more in different aspects of the game. Like Díaz take on and the flares and the trickery, he offers a lot more of that than Gakpo. Well, Gakpo can hold up the ball more, draw foul, and you know what I mean, take certain sting out the game. And crossing, I think, is one of the only attributes. Crossing and long shots on Gakpo is what Díaz doesn't really offer. But Díaz definitely, shimmy a man in that, you know what I'm saying, sliding in on the end of certain crosses. Gakpo, it's splitting hairs with them too, you know what I mean? And I'm going to be honest, bro.
I agree.
Bro, what? And that's why I rate Simicast ends. And I'm telling you right now, I don't know if I can forgive you for that, bro. Because
Simicast needs to go.
Bro. But the energy is what I'm trying to say. When certain man kick up a fuss, ends, you're like, bro, you're not in no position for this. You should have imagine if Simicast was kicking up a fuss. It would have been like, fam, loud.
Sharp, yeah.
That's rude, you know.
Yeah, so even when I hear Elliot talking with chest, because he walks around like this, ain't got no guns, but he walks around like this with the sleeves. Bro, tuck in your chest, bro. You're not him. I know you want to be, but you're not him.
That mad that is.
Bro,
How'd you tuck in your chest? Just round the shoulders?
Yeah, just roll
like this, bro. Like,
just roll them in like this. Because when he had that one super sub season, man was like, yo, I'm bigger than a super sub. Bro, you haven't done anything to eclipse that season yet. So you know what your peak is? Super sub.
Listen, before we head out, man, big up to Jacques for the super chat. Man, say Ron Mialdes on the left wing. Lucho can go. Thanks for the memories.
And that's how you close it right there. Thanks for the memories.
I got a video on you that's coming soon, man. He's a good player. Very, very good.
I don't even know. I might have to do some research.
Yeah, he's a good player, man.
He's the one, yeah?
Yeah, he's good, man.
Whoa. That terminology is implying that I think he's the one. I don't think he's the one. I just think he's a good player. And he's good. He's better than Malik Fofana. Let's put it that way. He's better than that. But he's good.
Big up for the super chat, man. Appreciate it.
Give me a guy that you're like, yo, him. So I can gauge the...
Yamal, bro. That's it. Lamine Yamal. That's the name.
You'd have to, it'll be easier for me to answer someone like
Lamine.
A player who I think is him.
Give me a prem player so I can gauge it prem wise, and I don't want to leave gap for can he do it in the prem? Just give me a prem player.
Okay. Does it have to be young or just any prem player?
No. Just give me playing now. I don't want to retire his name. I got bad those names. Just give me a guy now, last season, season before, within the last two seasons, we're like, yo, him.
Wanyeri.
He's got it still. I don't know. He's all right. He's got it. He's got it. Will he fulfill it though? G, I don't know because the Monday don't want to play him in it.
When you say fulfill, it seems like we're talking about potential, which potential means
no, because if you see when he plays, bro, you can tell the youth's got it, but he ain't playing over Saka.
I mean, Mason Greenwood had it.
No, but
he still does, bro.
But
man,
he was cold, bro.
Well, we won't talk about it. He's still got it.
Yeah,
still got it.
No, what I'm just trying to show you is there's levels to getting it and having it. You know what I mean? But
if Greenwood didn't do the mad thing, he would be one of the best players like in the league right now. If
if he didn't do what he did, trust me, bro, you'd have been smoking up the Prem.
What left foot?
Now, right 1 year either, but that name definitely caught me off still.
Right. Yeah, I couldn't think of any other like any.
No Salah or nothing like that. No Salah.
No, but I don't need to mention Salah, Virgil van Dijk, Alex.
No, I thought you would have mentioned Salah at least. Just shows, innit?
No.
Just shows.
It doesn't show anything, and it just shows you exactly what I said.
Barry, appreciate you. G, appreciate you. Right in the hour mark. Let's go and chill, relax, kick back. The rest of the night. Big up to the chat, man. Love for the love. Big up for the super chats. Yeah, man. Think well earned today, man. Few streams today. People enjoy them. But yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, man. Peace out.